I like it. I like the music. I'm just FYI. I like it. Anime. Pause. What? Keiko, do you know what anime is? This is 100% like some old Nintendo or Sega Genesis styled music. What? People just saying crazy stuff on my stream today. Welcome in, everybody. Hopefully y'all are doing well, as I am about to go do all the answers for my Picard. We're going to start the stream off with me doing my Picard trivia. Is that cool with y'all? Is that good with y'all? We start the day off with some Picard trivia. The song is #1 in your country. Nice, Alpha. Welcome in, everybody. Good to see y'all. Love that y'all are here. Love y'all. I mean, y'all are amazing. Y'all are why I do everything that I do. So good to see everybody. I'm going to turn down just a smidge for the couple people that I'm sure will come in and say it's a little loud. So welcome in, everybody. It's been a busy week. My daughter's birthday is in less than 1 week now, so that's fun. My son's birthday is in like 3 weeks. Oh, having kids is hard and expensive. So yeah, we got that going on. And then, well, all the stuff in the game. So we're going to kind of go over all that today, and we'll do some of our Picard answers. Like the first one, I'm gonna see if we can do this from just straight me knowing. Picard has met many captains in his lifetime. However, meeting Benjamin Sisko in person was an interesting one. Unless Picard know he has met him before. On what ship was Sisko on when he first met Picard? Now, for those that do not remember this, the answer is the USS Saratoga. And he met Picard when Picard was Locutus at the Battle of Wharf 359. So here's your little Trek history for both DS9 and TNG. He was met, or Sisko saw, technically they didn't meet, but I mean, he was confronted by Locutus on the USS Saratoga, which, as you might know or might not know, did not survive. So that means we got to go destroy a hostile in Bellis. Well, I have destroyed a hostile in Bellis. It does depend on what level you're on and everything. There are different systems for different players. For me, I've got to go to Bellis. Hey, Miss Kathy, how are you doing? Hope you have an amazing Wednesday. Hump Day treating you well? Hopefully. Glad you already finished this event. Why, Sean? Do you not like it when I give you just like the goody goods? Like I give you the nice trivia with it? Like the fact that I know Star Trek well enough to be like, hey, this episode, bam. How do you not appreciate this? You like to figure it out yourself? All right, try hard. Whatever. I'm happy for you, though. I'm glad you look. Dashi, thank you for being here. You met Locutus and not Picard. Well, Locutus is Picard. Spoilers for Star Trek Picard. Not gonna say anymore. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, have you checked out the Strange New World Season 2 trailer? So, I did see that because of certain Star Trek fans being up in a tizzy, they are using the Next Generation and DS9 Klingons. I saw it in a screenshot, but I've not watched it yet. We'll watch it tonight on stream. We're going to watch it tonight on stream. So if y'all want to see the the Strange New World Season 2 trailer with Rev and the gang, we'll watch it tonight on my Twitch channel. I'm not going to do it here just because I'll just go ahead and tell you why. If I do it here, Paramount will copyright strike this entire video. So yeah, I would be willing to bet Patrick Stewart is director for most characters played by one actor in all of Star Trek. That would be incorrect. There's actually multiple actors who've played 5 or 6 different characters. Believe it or not. Can anybody guess who my favorite is? Here's a hint. He played Shran in Enterprise, but he also played several different characters in Star Trek. And that's just one example. Greg knows immediately. Jeffrey Combs. So Yeah. Amazing actor. Amazing actor. But he was in DS9, Voyager, Enterprise, and he's played 5 different characters. But yeah, he's pretty dope. Oh yeah, he's also the evil computer in Lower Decks. Thank you, Sean. So, does Wayun count as 1 or like 7? There were many Wayuns. There were. And yeah, they are lucid. That's actually one of the things that we're going to talk about. I wanted to bring up is there's a lot of new Trek getting announced. They did say that, or at least I don't know how many of y'all follow this, but they said that they weren't going to release any new Trek until older Treks wrapped up. So they had 5 series ongoing. Well, this year, Star Trek Picard and then Star Trek Discovery, they're both wrapping up. So Picard's finishing at 3 seasons and Disco is finishing at 5 seasons. And now they're going to start doing new Star Trek content. They said they wouldn't do any new content until they had done, kind of finished up with where they're at now. Now, Miss Yo has been trying to push for a Section 31 series. They're giving her a movie, which I guess technically could become a series at some point. Like if they wanted to do that, they could. But similar to what you're seeing happen in the Star Wars universe, you're getting a mix of movies slash TV shows now. So if you've missed it, here's the official announcement poster. Section 31, a special movie moment, will come straight to Paramount Plus probably in 2 years from now. So this I can put up graphics and Paramount won't copyright strike me. But if I start playing the Strange New Worlds trailer, 2024, I'll see if it actually makes it out by next year, Pegasus. We'll see. Movies take a long time, so we'll see. But yeah, it'd be nice if it came out next year. But yeah, so you've got this, you've got Strange New Worlds, season 2 trailer announced, and then there's also more and more talk about another series called Star Trek Legacy. So lots of stuff happening. Oh wait, what the heck happened? Did I not go to Bellis? Oh, dang it. I went to Zurich, which is another system that it actually works for somebody else. Wrong system for me. For me, it's, I have the list of all the different systems you got to go to. For me, it's Bellis. For others, it's Zurich. Well, Adam, I actually have the whole list pulled up, so. I think everyone is overlooking the most important question. When do we get the new cat avatar? Is that an important question? Is it? They finally did it per ops and put everyone in one system. Well, Kevin, I don't know if you've noticed this, but when it comes to these style question events, they've not been in the same system for everybody for a while. So they've been split up for a while. Afternoon, Looney, good to see you. You've got the new cat avatar. I'm happy for you. My, Adam, you're here? Where are you, Adam? You sent me a marker, but now I don't see you. Where are you? Is that you? Oh, there's Adam. Hey, Adam. How you doing, bud? Is Parabellum a monthly event? It is, K-Golf. Parabellum comes out once a month. Once a month. Still need a pirate cap? What do you mean, Alfred? What do you mean? All right, let's go do our next question real quick before I forget. Let's do our Picard trivia next question. What is Picard's favorite type of tea? This is supposed to be like a trick question? Because it's Earl Grey, but why do I feel like it's a trick question? Like, to me, that seems too obvious. Anyway, I'm going to go mine 1 dilithium. Where's the nearest dilithium? Mining. Nearest dilithium. Dilithium. There it is. Not trick, very obvious answer. Well, that's the thing, Stephen. Like, I wonder, sometimes when things are too obvious, it makes me second guess. Does that make sense? Am I weird like that? Like, sometimes when answers are too obvious, I second guess myself. I'm like, maybe they're trying to trick me. So, Like, that was just too easy of a question. That was too easy for Picard trivia. So. Boop, 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 boop. Still not having much success grinding for my ISS jelly. Got 2 shards in the last month, and I've been camping at level 39 for more than 8 months. Not even halfway there. Suggestions. What do you mean grinding for the ISS jelly, Greg? There's nowhere for you to grind for the like. No system drops ISS jelly blueprint. What do you mean grind for the ISS jelly? Last question I'm sure you'll get. That's a true Treku question. Okay, we'll check it, EXO. Looks there was a movie. She wasn't there very long. I don't know, man. Just because somebody's not there very long doesn't mean you can't do a lot of content. So. Doesn't mean you can't do a lot of content. I mean, it's like Captain Shaw here from season 3. I'm not like giving away any spoilers, but there's already talk of Captain Shaw in other Star Trek shows upcoming. So you can never do season with no content. Joel, most Star Trek is that exact same thing. Star Trek Enterprise had 4 seasons where they just made up everything in small space. Hell, you're talking about fitting inside of timelines, though. Lower Decks is doing that right now. You just got to take a different take on it. You just got to find a way to make it work. It's all inside the same timeline. All right, let's move on to our third question. Let's see. Which is not one of Picard's famous quotes. Fear is the greatest destroyer. Things are only impossible until they are not. What we leave behind is not as important as how we lived, and sometimes it's better to be loved than not loved at all. All right, that's obvious. That's not Picard. He didn't say this. Oh, me in game, Alfred. That's not going to happen. But if you do exclamation point merch, you can wear my merch to Walmart. Does that count? Does that count? Let's go mine a titanium. Picard was a lover. He wasn't much of a fighter. That's his alter ego, Locutus. I mean, I much prefer, like, if I have to get into a fight, Cisco, hell, even Riker is who I want at my back. Not Picard. No offense, Jean-Luc. I don't want Jean-Luc in my back in a fight. Hey, Aditya, how you doing? I'm just gonna mine a titanium real quick. Yeah, I'll take Data in a fight over Picard. Is elite recruiting level thing? Bobby, it is. So the elite recruit starts at level 30 or 32. So if you are getting these freebies that they're passing out every day, the elite, opens up at 30, 32, somewhere in the low 30s. I don't remember exactly where it's at, but like if you're in the 20s, you're not going to see this. So, yay. I don't remember exactly what level it is. I'll have to go probably look that up again. But I remember it's the early 30s, the elites open up. But the good news is you can just keep those tokens until you need them, right? Like you don't have to do it today. It's 30. Thank you for confirming, Woody. All right, let's move on to question number 4. In what episode did Picard first encounter Q? Many of you should know this, but anyway, Lonely Among Us, Encounter at Farpoint, Age of One, or When the Bow Breaks. If you've watched The Next Generation and how it started, then you should know Encounter at Farpoint, Q, very early introduction, Destroy One Hostile, and Praise. Wait, hold on. Let me check something real quick. Can you click these names? No. Damn. They did it for one event this earlier in the week. I got excited. But not this event, sadly. But Encounter at Farpoint is a classic. I will strongly say that season 1 of The Next Generation is not good TV. Like, it's not enjoyable as a whole, but I still like that it exists. Yeah, Kevin, I agree. We need to make the names clickable. Yeah, no problem, Bobby. That's what I'm here for. You know, they're really neat to have later on, but as a whole, you don't want to invest in them. So, you get them, pull them. If you don't get them, hold them until you can pull them. So, Yeah, I know, Adam, because that's what I was actually telling a couple of newer players, because they actually brought it up to me in my Twitch stream. And I was like, wait, what do you mean that it works? And I went and clicked it. And I'm like, well, damn, I can actually click the link from the event. That didn't used to always work. For a long time, that was broken. Shocker, there was something broken in this game. So now that it works, you better start using it more often. Like, it worked this week, and I was shocked. I've never done that. So, Picard has an impressive win-loss record. Everyone can't be Kirk. Oh, no, man. I don't know about all that. Give me Cisco. Hey, Miss Lisa, how are you? Don't believe you. Nothing else here is broken. Hey, you haven't seen the Zoom bug now, have you? Ha-ha! All right. Let's go to our fifth and final question of the Great Picard. Scopely, I literally just said you don't break anything. My last question's not spawning. Okay. Guess who's restarting the game real quick? Screen's going to go blank. I did collect answer 4, JT. Already collected it. All right, let's reboot. If it doesn't work, turn it off and turn it on again. Is there an employee in the chat? There probably is, Kevin, but they're not going to make themselves known here. Oh, wow. I just got done saying. I mean, granted, I said it kind of facetiously, but how Scopely doesn't break things, and yet here they go. All right, let's see if we actually can see question number 5 now. But working as intended, apparently. There it is. Oh, there we go. All right. Now, let's see if we can get this one. Which one of these actors has not portrayed versions of Jean-Luc Picard? Wow. Okay. Tom Hardy obviously did. Tom Hardy did it in Star Trek Nemesis. Marcus Nash and David Birkin. And then James McAvoy. I don't recognize James McAvoy at all. So C, I don't recognize at all, but I'm not sure about A. I know B for sure. I'm pretty sure D. I'm not sure. James McAvoy is Professor X. Ah. That would explain why I don't recognize the name or him in Star Trek. So it's C, right? Y'all say it's C? That's the one I don't recognize. Was the guy in X-Men's First Class as well as the assassin one with Angelina Jolie? Don't believe he's ever played Picard. If that's James McAvoy, or McAvoy, however you pronounce his name, then obviously he didn't play Jean-Luc Picard, so we need to go kill a hostile and burn it. Let's go see if it's right. That is a tough one. That one I'll give them credit for. That was a stumper. Is Shinzon technically Picard? Yes, because Shinzon was made from Picard's DNA. Dang it, what was that system? Burning. Here we go. So yeah, Tom Hardy played Picard, just basically a clone. I mean, if Picard is Picard in season 3, then of Picard, then Tom Hardy is definitely Picard. I'm just saying. Like, if season 3 Picard is Jean-Luc Picard, then Tom Hardy as Shinzon is definitely Picard. Hell, you got an argument that Shinzon's more Picard than season 3 Picard is Picard. Or, honestly, season 2 Picard is Picard. Either one of them. It's tricky because he did play a younger version of a character that Patrick Stewart played. It's a good... My issue is I don't always recognize those names. So... Luckily, I do know a lot of Star Trek actors. Then Jack is Picard, made from his DNA. No spoilers, Harrison. No spoilers. Removing message. Finally got my jelly this past weekend. Now I'm just getting my research ready. Ops 40. Nice, Cayman. So now you're going to be able to do the Jelly Brawl event. Yeah, I know, Adam, but I don't want to dive deeper into that. Well, he's not that we know. But anyway, we're not going to discuss season 3. We don't discuss season 3. Ship of Theseus / Picard. That's a nerdy reference that many people probably won't get. Honestly, we have a very intelligent demographic here, so y'all actually might get it. And it was C. So the answer to number 5 was, in fact, C. Which means that we now have another pull to go make in the event store. Even though this really sucked for me last time. Let's see how we do this time. 6 Miles O'Brien shards. I'll take it. It ain't great, but it's better than what I got last time, which was 6 Bator shards. All right, we are done. So let's recall. I also need to collect all my away teams. I got 3 Picard Crusher shards. Yikes. Pull your Picard gift box. Yeah, I already did that earlier today. There are a couple people who've been getting like the 25 Newton shards and everything, and I'm very jealous of those people. Like, I'm very unhappy that they're happy. It makes me very upset that they're getting such nice things, but is how it is. The 6 Bator shards was not optimal. Put it that way, right? Wasn't optimal, but I'll take Miles O'Brien because Miles O'Brien is one of the best officers in the game that nobody talks, like they don't talk about him enough, how good he is. Miles O'Brien is freaking fantastic. You got a total of 5 Sanctus BPs. Ordrin, yes, get a second Sanctus. What else are you doing? Of the Borg Ferengi? That's not the worst thing to pull, but I wouldn't be super excited about it. TNG Wharf? That sucks. I'm sorry. 3 Galron? I'm sorry. All right, so it's good to know that there are people out there with worse luck than me. So thank y'all for having terrible luck. I appreciate it. Appreciate you. This is the first time I've actually tried to run this event. Let's do it. You got 6 Gallinar and a couple of Picard Bevs and a couple of Pylon BPs. Any 4-star BP I can get is a huge W to me. Like I'm super happy to make that happen. So start my new away teams. Remember, today is away team day. If y'all haven't been paying attention, today is away team day. So if you don't have a lot of away teams stored up, start turning them on right now. You might need to do some speed ups. Maybe you have enough 4, 8, and 12 hours to complete them and do it that way. But if you haven't already, remember, today is the day that you need to do away teams. So let's get more Picard keys. The top was 2,400. Yeah, JT, you can definitely get more Picard keys. Let me show you how. Here's how you can get more keys. Jump into the pay store. Yeah, if you go spend $100, you can have 7,200 of the bad boys, which is 2,400 times 3. What? Or you can spend $50, you get 3,200. So if you want more, JT, let me show you the money. Bam, 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 bam. Right here. Look at it. Best value you've ever seen in your life, right? Wow. Look at that. Isn't it incredible? 7,200. Do the math. Do the math. That means that you could get 9 times 3 Bator. What? 27 Bator shards for $100? Sign me up. Yeah. Yeah. Sounds good, bro. Do it. Do it. Now, as many jokes as we're making, there is at least one person of the 350 people watching live right now who've already purchased this pack. So I can guarantee you there's at least one person in our stream right now, at least one, who have already purchased that. So jokes aside, they're out there. They are among us. They exist. I did not buy it, Steven. No, I'm not. Meme, though, congrats on getting 25 Coronar BPs. That's huge. Congrats. That's a big deal. I don't care if somebody buys it, by the way. I'm just saying that I know metrics. Like, statistically speaking, the odds are somebody in this chat has already bought that. It's just true. Just based on how many people spend in this game. Somebody in chat has already bought it. I'm not shaming them. It's just a fact. It's exactly what Exo said. If they never sold those packs, I mean, this is not the first time that style of pack has come around. If they never sold that pack, they wouldn't keep making it. And only because somebody actually goes after it. So, wow, I did all those away teams and didn't finish? Or is it only a it's a 17.5 day. I thought today was going to be a 20K day. You can't tell, Rev is way behind. I've missed like 2 or 3 days. Thank you for that person who bought that pack. Yeah, exactly. I don't mind if people buy it. I will say that if you do it, if you just straight math it out, it depends on the RNG. But remember, $100 will usually buy you 2 unlocks of a rare officer. Usually they'll sell a full rare unlock for $50, and a $100 version of that rare will give you double. It'll give you first 2 tiers. It's almost, I mean, it's RNG, but it's almost guaranteed you're going to get more than that in this pack. I'm not telling you to buy it. I'm just telling you that in terms of in totality, you're probably going to end up with more, plus all the uncommons you get. It's not the worst value in the world. I'm not telling people to buy it, but I can understand if somebody does, they want to press their luck and see if today's their lucky day. And it happens. And exactly as JT says, because they don't have those mats in a regular pack. Like if you were just go buy a officer pack, like Picard Beverly, it's just going to be Picard Beverly and some like multi-phasics if you're on the PC client. So yeah, that's another thing. Like that's why I don't want to word it as shaming. Like it is in essence to me gambling. I know legally they have a loophole there that it's not technically gambling, but whatever. There's a risk associated, but it's also semi-decent value unless you just get the worst possible pulls ever. Like if you literally only pull Baitor 9 times at the lowest pull rate, it's awful. Can Hugh be sourced after this arc? I'm 20 short, makes a difference. Yeah, so Hugh has free-to-play sourcing through Borg solo armadas, which means level 40 plus. So if you're level 40 plus, you can get Hugh by doing Borg solos, which that reminds me I need to do Borg today. Like you look at my epic solo chest, he's down here. I am going to do a double pull right now. Let's see if we get any Hugh. Literally everybody but Hugh. Ah! Literally every epic Borg except Hugh. Scopely! What is with you today? Yeah, well played, Scopely. Literally every epic Borg except Hugh. And look, David, I'm not saying it's not a good pull. This is a pretty good pull. I mean, I've got a total of what? 14 epic officer shards. Obviously, I got some transporter patterns. Then I've got the rare and uncommon fleet commander credits. You know, in terms of RNG, this is not a bad pull, but like literally, where is Hugh? 20 epic shards? Is it 20? 12. Oh yeah, right. You are right. 12. There's 20 shards. It's not bad. All right, let's go do our rare. Double pull our rare. What do we get on our rare? 6 more 4s, 6 more 2s, TPs. There's our epic armadas. I mean so. To start Borg solos, what level should your ships be? Woody, that's a loaded question. Honestly, it's more not about what level your ship should be, but doing the research. There are 4 researches that exist that essentially turn any faction ship you have into a Vidar. That's what you need. That's what you need. Look at me rocking the OG. Man, nobody uses this skin really anymore. But look at the Constellation skin. This skin's like 2 years old now? 3 years old? I think that skin's 3 years old now. It's a classic, man. Nobody rocks that skin anymore. So, what is this channel? This isn't Twitch. Hey, Dadbod. How are you doing, buddy? This is the greatest channel of all time. I should probably wait to do ISS Jelly tonight. I'm just gonna be honest with you. This is gonna take forever. Everybody's doing it right now. It's 12:30, the middle of the day. Everybody's doing it. I should probably wait till later. By the way, if y'all got STFC questions, feel free to throw them on in. Do you recommend unlocking new Bev or getting some more of the new Stella skin? How close are you to being level 50 plus? If you're semi-close, I would say rock the Stella skin. If you're a long way away, then I would say Picard Beverly. No, Dab, did not win the pounds contest. Because there was somebody in our stream the other night who was like 360 pounds. That's more than Dadbot. Yeah, if you're like a level 34 player, I wouldn't focus on the skin. If you are not level 30, like if you're level 46, the new Stella skin is probably more valuable than Picard Beverly is. So, does the new Stella skin replace the old Stella refinery or adds? It adds options in, Mott. Basically, what the Stella skin, the new Stella skin will do is it gives you another option to then trade in for 5-star. For 5-star. Also, Zarkon, buddy, where's your skin? Why are you rocking that old school ISS Jelly skin? Why are you not rocking the sexy USS Constellation? Are there any other constellations in here? Are there any other constellations? Am I the only one rocking the... Oh, wait, no? Am I the only one rocking the Consti skin? Well, that's just a sin. That's just a straight sin. At level 34, should I camp here or go 35? I would go 35. Like, if you're picking what level to camp at, I would say 35. You got just so many more ships and lots more to do. I'm gutted about the amount of loot we're getting free to play, as I need 70 shards for Hugh, and I also want the Stella skin. Well, it's tough to be gutted because you're getting what is quote-unquote normal amounts for most event stores. Like, if you were to take last year's event stores, you're getting more than you did this time last year. But we always want more, right? We always want more. Watch my video about the event store? Well, thank you, Steven. I'm glad you watched it. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for reminding me about my mission key, because I don't think I collected it yesterday. Let me go take a look. All right, Zarkon, if you're not going to take that, I'll take it. Let's see if I collected my mission key yesterday. Web gifts. Did not. Gotta do the mission keys. Done. And I had already claimed this, I thought, but I'll reclaim it. I was pretty sure I had already claimed that. Honestly, not sure what I'm going to get in the event store. The epic red skins won't matter much for me next month when I go 4-star. I'm seriously considering away team XP or syndicate. Upping your syndicate level is never a bad idea. It really is. In fact, some of y'all make me feel so behind that I'm only level 20 in syndicate. So, syndicate has amazing benefits. It's sad that some of those benefits take forever to get to, but has amazing benefits. So, I won't fault anybody if they decide to invest in Syndicate XP. I won't fault them at all. Is there sourcing for Strange New World on right now? There is not. There is not. Unless you count Incursions, which is currently not running. You level 15? No, there are people who are at my level who are like level 25 plus already. So it does make me feel a little bit of a type of way. Do you need the Talios to start Borg solos? You do need the research done, but I don't even use my Talios for solos. I don't even use my Talios for solos. Instead of Hugh, what would you suggest for level 35 free-to-play to acquire? Hugh. I would still put everything I have into Hugh. I really would. Incursions are on the way back. They're just not running right now. Like, you don't see incursions popping this month, do you, Brett? We didn't have an April incursion. So Incursions is running, and it is coming back. It's not gone forever, but it's not running right now. What if I will not unlock Hugh? Swift, personally, the only thing that would stop me from telling everybody to invest in Hugh, even if you don't unlock him this round, would be if you don't have a Meridian and you don't have a Mantis. Those would take precedence because there's simply no way to get those. But other than that, I really would just get as close as you can of unlocking Hugh. That way, at least when you go 40 plus, maybe you can unlock him as quickly as possible. So, I mean, Hugh is just that important. Like, I know I feel like I'm overstating him at times, but I don't really feel like it's an exaggeration to say that he's the best hostile grinding officer in the game. So I would get as much of him as I could. That way, if there was an event that happened or another mini event store, you know, or like we believe that this upcoming break between arcs is 2 weeks, right? Usually if there is a month that has 5 Tuesdays, we have a 2-week break. Well, May has 5 Tuesdays in it. It has the 2nd, 9th, 16th, 23rd, and 30th. Usually if there's 5 Tuesdays, that means there's going to be a 2-week break. So the first week of that month will be a break week. Usually during the break week, we have another Borg event. So maybe during the Borg event that comes out, and I don't know this, but I'm just guessing. Maybe when it comes out, then you'll have other opportunities to go after some of these officers. So Hugh is just that important. Sometimes 20 shards drops in the vault, which is possibly free, etc. Yeah, I mean, if Hugh's in the vault, I mean, however you can source Hugh, I just think he's that important. And the good thing is he's one of those officers that's amazing round 1. So if you are a spender and you want to get your Hugh leveled up, you can do that and there's value. But if you're a free to play, you can still have Hugh at level 1 and he will greatly change your gameplay in a positive. And if you can get him to tier 2, tier 3, where you're almost guaranteeing you hit criticals in first round, he's even better. So, and again, that's just my personal recommend. The only thing that would prevent me from pushing someone really hard towards the Hugh officer is if you don't have the Mantis and you don't have the Meridian. Since there's no way to get them in the game, I would really encourage people to unlock those at those levels. Hugh is all I will get this month, and that alone has made it a good event store. Anybody that has Hugh can tell you how amazing he is to your gameplay. He just is. Like, I'm really not exaggerating here. He is that stinking good. All right, cool. So my noties are just not working anymore. Great. Great job, notifications. How important is Hugh to tier up? Hugh is definitely an officer I want to tier up for multiple reasons. One, to make sure I'm getting my stats stacked, because some people have to sacrifice stats with officers like Hugh. And then secondly, the below deck, starting off at 45%, helps, but the quicker you can make that max out, the better, especially for events like heavy hitter. So, Fisha and materials, EXO, that is horrible advice. I hope you're joking. You know if they're going to run the ticket events this weekend or another Riker SLB? I would assume another LB, but I don't know if there's another set of ticket events. We'd have to recheck the calendar. I can go pull up the calendar again. If y'all are not already in it, join my Discord. My Discord, we post all this information, so the graphics, stuff like that, are always in the Star Trek Fleet Command channels. The calendar for this month, I believe, is pinned in STFC General. Let me go take a look. It's somewhere in one of the channels. Maybe one of my mods can grab it. There's another spin event. I knew there's a spin event. I don't know if there's another ticket event, though. So, Q is a 30 to 50% at a minimum increase in broken parts per hull necessary for G4+. Q unlock pylon BPs and feature parts for me if they're not adding anything. They are not adding anything. If y'all didn't check my video yesterday, it did confirm that they're not adding anything to the event store. So, whatever you plan on getting, go ahead and get it. You think we'll get a Legacy Part 3 later? No. Whenever they have more Picard stuff, it's not going to be Legacy Part 3. Dang it. Warp range. Got Hugh unlocked, was considering picking up Picard Beverly promoter. Now I'm thinking go full on Hugh. If you promote Picard Beverly, as long as you're going to use her, like her below deck ability or use her captain's ability versus like freebooters and stuff, then she's worth investing more into. If you're not going to use her very often, then go after Hugh. Picard Beverly is a good officer. I personally like getting more of those broken ship parts. Not everybody does. So, I thought ship BP started to appear in away team store at 60% of unlocking them in faction. Steve, it's 60% of rare 4 stars and up. If it's like a G3 epic or a 42 uncommon, it's 80% of the rep. 80% of the rep. It starts being 60% once you get to like the Pylum, the Coronar, the Newton. And then you need to have 60% of the rep to start seeing it in the away team store. So, it's strange they left half the Picard officers out this arc. Well, I mean, would you have wanted them to release like 6 Picard officers this month? I don't get the Cerritos event now that I've maxed out the BPs. Is that intended? It is, Eddie. Once you've unlocked the Cerritos through your Wednesday event, it's only designed to run and give you 10 sets of blueprints. And if you collect all 10 sets, bye-bye it goes. Bye-bye it goes. Sad that we didn't get any X-Borg stuff on the event store. Use those credits for research. Well, X-Borg is still brand new, and that's exactly why it's not included. Because it's still so new. I'm sure it's going to be something that'll be available in future event stores. It's a currency that I would be very shocked if we don't see more of in the future. I honestly would be quite shocked if you don't see it in the future. I confirmed 60% rep and Ops 44 that rare 4 stars show up. Yep. It's exactly how it should be. Exactly how it should be. Collect 9 sets and then only collect the final tier when I'm ready to build the Cerritos. Got you. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people, we talked about this. You can farm it for extra titanium and stuff if you want to. You can use the Cerritos Wednesday to farm for a little bit extra in uncommons and everything. I don't know how many people actually do that, but it's technically doable where you can sit here, keep the California class SMS, you see I have, and that can mean that you can pull extra uncommons every week if you want to. Now, personally, I don't tend to do it intentionally anymore. It's kind of like a byproduct because I just don't use exocomps very often. But if I go do my Mantis today, then I will get into that decently. Mantis refit, completely worthless to me. To me, it's worthless. I would not invest in the Mantis refit, personally. I don't even think it provides much value as a whole. There are a lot of other ship skins that exist that I think give a lot more value than the Mantis refit. So, what's the crew used with new bev for freeloaders? I'm currently using Ortega Con Gorkon. I mean, for me, I just run Strange New Worlds and then Picard Beverly at the end just to add in some extra. But get Tau rather than Mantis refit. Tau is better for your Mantis than the refit is, and he's half the cost. So if you have the option to get Tau, that's a far better financial investment in Star Trek Fleet Command than going after the skin. Far better. The red epic skins hold more value for 20 bucks when they came out than the $100 mana skin. I agree. I agree. If I still use my Enterprise Augur or whatever, I'd probably pick one up, but I don't. Ian, how are you? Life is treating me fair. I'm not going to complain because I have my community here and I love every single one of y'all and I think y'all are amazing. So I've also got my kids' birthdays coming up. For those that haven't checked on my Amazon wish list, I have added a few gifts for the kids. So if you want to check that out, you can. Again, all that's always optional, but if you want to check it out, there's some presents for the kids for their upcoming birthdays. You can get them some clothes or something cool. Feel free. What sort of tier Enterprise, level, ops, etc. do I need to kill heavies? Tiers, it's more about researching crews, honestly, than anything. Like if you're running Bev Mud Con, or you can run Bev Mud and Talon with Q below decks, something like that. You can get away with it. I've seen tier 7 Enterprises do it, tier 7 Augurs, but I've seen lower than that. Again, it's more of what level are your officers and what level is your research at that point. Ever get your house fixed? No, I'm not paid to fix the foundation. So, JT, well, I appreciate donations. As you can see at the top, we are just kind of paying bills this month. You know, with the quote being, 18,000 wasn't even the most expensive quote to fix the foundation. I don't have that laying around. So we're just slowly saving up money until we get to that point. So is Tau only good for freebooters? Short answer, yes. Long answer, technically no. That's really going to be the only place that you use Tau as a grinding officer. It's the only place. You're not going to use them to really punch up bigger on regular hostiles. There's no really need to use them versus, heavies. Not really many PvP applications. So the one hostile is going to be the Actian hostile. Tau's very good on G4 shooting Mantis stuff. Yeah, exactly. That's going to be the main use of Tau. In Exo, I would like to word it as Tau makes the Mantis loop doable and quick. So I don't like to say breaks, but are we still at war? Brett, yes. That's never going to stop. I don't see the Server 20 war ever ending. Have I already finished? I did finish Jelly Brawl. Okay. Go ahead and recall so we can repair and actually swap ships. Is the Mantis worth getting level 35? 100% yes. The question for the Mantis is not whether you get it, it's how high do you take it. Like, I've stopped upgrading mine at like tier 5. And a lot of people stop right now at tier 5/tier 6 because it gets very inefficient as it levels up. Like, you get a lot less value for what you're doing as you level up. So a lot of people have stopped upgrading their Mantis like me. That doesn't mean you have to stop, but a lot of people have stopped. So my Mantis refinery is mostly to pull Strange New World officers and Syndicate XP. That's all I use it for. But that's just me personally. Some people might choose to invest a little bit more into it. Need to do several things today. But let's go collect our dailies. Yay, dailies done. This makes me so happy. Like, I realize that we're still trying to get freebooters to count for the faction daily and the hostile harbinger and everything, but knowing that like I can go out for 5 minutes and just bam, all my dailies are basically done. Oh, that's so valuable to me. Why is my Syndicate XP on cooldown? Because I don't farm Mantis every day. So again, remember, I've told you, I'm not trying to be hardcore Mr. Efficient like I used to be, because that's not, I just don't enjoy the game like that now. I really don't. I enjoy a more casual stance where I'm enjoying the game. I'm unlocking basically everything and I'm taking my time, and I'm still moving relatively quickly, but I'm no longer in a hurry to just upgrade stuff. So Iron Chef, what are you? What the Stella? Is this anything Stella today? There's nothing Stella today. Okay, curious. I do need to do solos today. I don't know how many people are keeping up, or where's everybody at with their Bajor? I am halfway to Kon Ma, and ooh, just got my rares I can turn in now. So now I'm gonna double turn in rares here. Hey, full pull of James and Kira. I'll take full pulls of any officer, but hell yeah. Full pulls of Kira, 3 more Miles O'Brien. Yay. Let's see what we get. Full pull of this one, 5 more, and then got 2 Benjamin Siskos. So yeah, I'll take it as a win. But I'm halfway to Kon Ma. I need 130,000 more. I've got 269 now. And then I've also been getting and upgrading all of my favors. So you do the minimum rep pull. I do the triple rep pull on mine. Like, I'm going 3 rep on mine. What level do you take Cerritos to? That's kind of up to you. I mean, there's no drawback to maxing out the Cerritos. Just maybe coincide it with when you need to spend certain resources. Well, thank you, Miss Lisa. That's very kind of you. Get something for the kids. I mean, if you want to get something for me, more power to you. I appreciate people who donate, because shows like mine only exist because of people who support the channel. And that's appreciated. The donates are amazing. But I'll also do this for my children. So if you're way behind, Whoa, Mihai, you need to catch up, man. You need to catch up, brother. All right, so what can I upgrade, or what should I upgrade? Honestly, Outlaw's Advantage for me, because I'm so far behind. I need to do Outlaw's Advantage. Because I'm way behind on Outlaw's Advantage. Like, I'm way behind everybody else on Outlaw's Advantage. So I need to do that. What else should I do? I'm holding off on the criticals right now in the Tetrion because I don't really need that. Prophet's Prize is probably a good one, but Shakar's Shield would actually make my ships immediately look stronger, which always makes me feel better when my ships just look stronger immediately. Boom, like, bam. Look at that. Bam. Got 5,000 more to spend. Is the jellyfish worth scrapping and building again? Not really, Jason. I would, you know, maybe just keep a baby one available so you can do your ISS Jelly Brawl. But you don't really get anything valuable to scrap it. Ooh, officer recruitment. I didn't think about spending them here. I could risk the biscuit, but this is a really crappy payout. That's a really crappy payout. So, ooh, hostile exchange. I need to go do that today. I need to actually go do that today. I do need to pull more research tokens. And 4,800. What do I get? Prophet's Prize. It's so mad. Like, the grind time really isn't that terrible. I mean, loot is nice. Like, all right, I'll still have enough to be able to get something. I still have 3,000 now that I've upgraded it. So I can get everything except for officer drill. I'm probably going, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and get the shields just because I like looking at bigger numbers. Grand scheme, it's not that powerful, but I like looking at bigger numbers. So, considering baby jelly is cheap in the store, worth grabbing the event. The only value to the baby jelly is if you're going to be doing live based defense. Now, if that's something that you enjoy, then the baby jelly has some value. But beyond that, I wouldn't. I wouldn't personally. Now, if you're going to be doing active base defense, then the baby jelly can have value for you. If you do that, then go for it, bud. Because it's pretty cheap. What crew set us for Tau, Fracti, and Hostiles? Either Pike Giorgio Tau or 5 Giorgio Tau. And no, Fabio, there's no active recruiting for... Well, I'm sorry. They did add Darwin and... didn't they add... They added one of those to the Fed Epic, didn't they? All right, Leslie and Hindorf. All right, never mind. So no, there is no way to get Darwin and Hadley. Without that pack coming around and you buying the pack when it shows up. If you're low ops, your best ship before the 20s would be the North Star. It is a strong ship, for sure. Definitely the strongest before Ops 20, and even the strongest for the early 20s if you leveled it up. If you aren't Ops 18 or 20 or whatever, rush to that and get a North Star. I think Hellbot's giving some sound advice out there. Hellbot's giving some sound advice. Listen to the bot of hell. Knows what they're talking about. All right, I'm going to go hit some hostiles while we're sitting here. Never had the North Star. It's not a must-have, but it does make your game easier if you have the North Star. It's not a must-have, but it does make your game easier. I still got mine laying around here somewhere. Scroll a long way down here. Where's the North Star? Right here. It is the fastest 3-star miner in the game. So if that has value to you, just FYI, it is the fastest 3-star miner in the game. You load it up with hell stats and it will mine faster than anything else. Now it has no protected cargo. Protected cargo on it is awful. But you can fill its cargo pretty quickly. You know what I mean? So if you're trying to get your 3-star dailies done fast, it can do it. It can do it. I see we got events wise. I think I still, all right, I've completed away teams. I'm going to miss this one because I keep forgetting to pull. My alliance finished. Everybody's alliance finished the AMS for keys. I'm 2 behind everybody. Does everybody finish the alliance SMS? Nice, Wayne. Good, good, good. It's really easy to do if your alliance doesn't know how to do it. It's not hard. So, and then my weekly comes in 15 minutes. Tomorrow you will. Nice, Mihai. I really want everybody to finish. It's very doable if you can get people with the Scopely IDs to just take, the minutes to log in and do it. And the rewards are officer shards, right? Like, it's a very hard to source officer shard too. That's probably the one reason why I'm pushing the AMS and I really want people to go after it, because Gold Ducat is not readily sourced. And you're like, hey, what am I really going to do with 10 shards? 10 shards adds up. For all you got to do is to log into a website as a team. Yeah, I'll take 10 free shards. Yeah, I mean, and if you do the SMS, you get another 12,000 event store currency. And I'm currently sitting at 550,000 personally. I'm at 550 right now. Little ADD here, but for those curious, I did talk to them about the 7-day cooldown on research metals, about lowering that. So for those curious, I did bring it up to your good old friends, the overlords, to lower that. For anybody that's curious. Let me see, how close am I to that skin? Because I don't even have the Opus Grande skin, let alone the other one. Oof, I'm 50 away from that. What I really need is for them to allow y'all to get the Infinity skin again. For those who are, on new servers and stuff. You're so close to getting Lorca. Sadly, the only easy way to get Lorca is if you spent money on the Discovery skin. If y'all don't know already, the Section 31 refit gives 50% more officer shards in each Discovery recruit pool and adds Lorca. So this is the easy, quote unquote, easy way to get Lorca is once you've unlocked this skin, it gets added to your pulls. Now, I know that that's not optimal. I'm not trying to argue that it is, but just a for your information thing. If you pick up that skin, it will then make sourcing Lorca a little easier. Still, yeah, exactly, Wayne. Not easy, and you can't even guarantee that that's who you're going to pull. But it is my duty to tell y'all how things work. And I can probably go try today, but here it is, right up there. You've got semi-full set, and honestly, they need to swap this Pike and swap this Spock. This needs to be Strange New World Spock. This needs to be Strange New World Pike. If y'all bug me, I can really try to twist my arm and make that happen. Or twist their arm and make that happen. But this needs to be Strange New World Pike and Strange New World Spock. But some people might gripe at Red and be like, don't do that because I still need Pike. So. All right, go over here. Hit these hosties. It's amazing that they invalidated so much content on older servers with freebooters, yet they still haven't changed sourcing for those skins, officers, etc. I wouldn't say they invalidated. They just made life easier. Nice. It's nice. Stranger World already grindable on Mantis Refinery. It is if you can get a Mantis medal. Can you get a Mantis? The only way to get a Mantis is right now through event store. So that's a tough sell, right? If I level up and push 32, will the Mantis show up in the event store? Event stores do alter based on your level. They do alter based on your level. Rumor has it that incursions won't be coming back. Oh, it is coming back. I don't know who told you that, but they're 100% wrong. Like, I even know when the next one is. So 100% wrong. Brian says won't show until 33. Damn, I thought it was 32. So apologies if I misspoke. People can drop any rumors they want, but I'm just If the rumor you heard was that incursions are dead, I'm gonna tell you that rumor's inaccurate. That rumor's inaccurate. What are the odds they'll be fixed? I guess define fixed. What is fixed to you? Crazy. What's fixed to you? Right? Again, I'm not, and that's not supposed to be like this really vaguely worded question. Like, legitimately, did you have a problem with, like, when you say fix, you talking about the things that were literally broken? Like, scoring was broken. Like, the actual scoring leaderboards was broken the last time they read incursions. Is that what you mean by fix? Do you mean the fact that the rewards just, it wasn't worth it? It wasn't very good in that aspect? Which doesn't mean that it wasn't really broken. Just wasn't really worth it. So depending on what you mean, I'm limited in what I can tell you, but all of these things that we're talking about are being worked on. Events actually scoring would be a great start. So I can tell you that that has been the primary focus on fixing that before incursions even rerun. So I can share that. You put a word in with Scopa to source more Damar shards. Yeah, Tommy, I'll say specifically that Tommy Reed needs 7. Is it worth burning my 75,000 Picard tokens and purchasing boatloads of frequency modulators? No. No. You want to get buttloads of frequency modulators? Let me show you how to do it. You're going to take your happy-go-lucky self into like this system over here. And you're going to be like, wait a minute. Who's this guy? Smack the out of him. Absolutely beat the ever-loving out of his and take all this OPC. If you need frequency modulators, don't waste event store currency. Hit these dumb mother who were OPC. This is how you get more. Do not waste 75,000 event store currency. Go hit OPC Franklin. They're just sitting there floating around doing absolutely nothing. Go get your stuff. It's like Big Smiley said, they're pinatas full of frequency modulators. Go smack them. Scan them first. Like, don't just hit random Franklins, but go get your OPC. How are you auto bleeping your curse words? I'm not at all. There's no bleeps. Anytime that I want to say I say it. Like, I don't hold back. I just say He has a button? No, Kevin. Content creators don't have special buttons that allow them to do special things.
That would like be so silly. That would never happen. Like, oh my god. Who has a button for that? That's so stupid. Like, what?
Nobody has buttons. That's dumb. So much censoring? Yeah. Yeah. Well, as long as you do it after like the first 30 seconds of the show, they don't care. So Franklin sent for you to take cargo? Exactly. There are some people that, like, if I ever fill up a Franklin on Swarm Sunday, I don't care. Smack it. Take it. You can have all the OPC. I'm done with it. I don't need it anymore. I don't need it anymore. Feel free. Even if you hit my Franklin A, because it's got 3-star parts in it, take it. I don't mind. I don't mind. Go after it. I think every player should do more things that are altruistic like that. Like if you're sitting there right now and you go, hey, I don't need Franklin stuff anymore. When you grind it on Swarm Sunday, just leave your Franklin out. Unless somebody hits you OPC. Like even post it in GC, like, hey, who wants 40,000 frequency modulators? We need helps on scrapping ships. You already get helps when you scrap a ship. There's already helps on scrapping ships. Metal. What's up with the beard, if you don't mind me asking? Used to be sexy and trimmed. So Jux, believe it or not, most people are telling me to keep doing this. They want me to keep growing it out. Most people are telling me to keep growing out. I honestly prefer it shorter. I prefer it shorter. But more people tell me to grow it than cut it. Like there's been 2 people, including you, Jokes, that have told me to get rid of the beard. Most people tell me to keep growing it out and let it becoming fluffy, ginger, and beautiful. So that's why the beard is what it is right now. Fan request. I love how Lisa words that. Random Star Trek female in chat says, you're still sexy with it. Not as sexy as you used to be, but you're still sexy a little bit. Paquito sexy. Paquito sexy. Yo. If you like the beard or dislike the beard, post in the comments now. There's 400 of y'all. If you like it, tell me. You thought you were growing it out for a Garfield cosplay? If you buy me the outfit, I'll do it. You buy me an Ewok outfit, Garfield outfit. I mean, I'll wear it. Gotta buy it. Alfred loves it. Like it. There we go. Alfred loves it. We're here for that. Bayo wants more beard. All right. Sam says shave it, which I can tell by looking at Sam's profile picture that they have a baby face, and they probably think that cranberry juice is like spicy. Like I can just look at their face. They probably think cranberry beard is spicy. Heavy Metal says pro beard. We like it. Hank says keep growing the beard another foot. You'll catch up to me. Hank does have a very impressive beard. Hank's posted his beard in our Discord before. Shave it or shape it? Well, I actually already do shape it. Like, that's why it's shorter here on the sides. I mean, granted, it's still growing out. But it's at the point where I could probably even up all the lengths of all the stuff here. Yeah, I actually already do shape it down. I do shape the neck already. I do trim up all this. So, actually, I already do that. Beards are in a weird, like my beard's in a weird, awkward stage where like it's long-ish, but it's not long enough to be impressive, but it's also not long enough to look good, but it's almost there. So we want to see the red bearded Gandalf. I don't know if I could even do that, y'all. I mean, this is probably the longest my beard's ever been. This is quite literally probably the longest my beard's ever been. Why are there so many steps in the system lookup? They could cut out 4 or 5 steps easily. Just go to the text history box. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3. And then, so maybe if you want to cut out that last one, but the first 3 seem kind of needed, right? My beard's on to beard. I don't think it is, honestly. I don't think this length of beard, which is, my beard's like an inch and a half. That's not impressive. You don't put a bumper sticker on a Ferrari? Damn, you're saying that my body is a Ferrari? Tell you what, I'll make you a deal. I'll make you a deal, JK. If you donate the insurance payment of a Ferrari right now, I'll shave the beard on stream. If you donate the insurance payment of a Ferrari right now, I'll literally go get it. I'll put it on my desk and I'll trim it right now. So, just saying, we can make a deal. Anything that has a lot of steps in the game is because of the basic design of a call and response heavy database transaction game. That's why simple stuff is so hard. Slag over here with like the legit reasons for things. Brandon, I'll be honest, I don't let that play into my opinion at all, really. I mean, I'll ask, but that's not why I choose things. So, I mean, it matters. It's just not, I don't base decisions off of it. Does Monopoly money work with the same amount? Sadly, it does not, Barnabas, because until my mortgage accepts Monopoly money, I can't. I'm hoping that the day comes. The beard is the Ferrari? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Will trim or even shave off mine for summer vacation? So what you're really saying, Metal, is that I chose a bad time to grow it. Gotcha. It's like Star Trek Fleet Command. If you're level 46 and your Stella score is only 80, well, you've chosen a bad time to start working on your Stella. Should have done it earlier. Brian, thank you for your super chat. Appreciate you supporting the channel. If you do want to donate to my channel, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, there are the links posting right now. Appreciate y'all. Do a Stay of the Game this month. If I can get Scopely to agree, then yes, me and DGO do Stay of the Game. If the beard is the Ferrari, is Rev the bumper sticker? I guess you gotta get rid of me. Third and final try. Still Armada question. 6.6 million total power? Enough. 6.6 million total power doesn't mean anything. Crackle. If you follow this channel, you should know. Total power means diddly squat. Officers, research, exocomps, That all matters way more than power. For example, I know players who are beating these baby armadas, these baby solos, with 3 million total power. It's all about officers, or what officer sets you're using. What research have you done? And beyond that, it's exocomps and adding those into the flavor. So 6 million in theory can easily take down a 35 pretty easily, but it depends on what officer set you're on. You're not wearing the hat with the invisible underbrim today. There's no hole in your forehead. Yeah, Perry. So any hats that you see with the green underneath, those are custom. Those are one I had made. And basically every custom hat has green underneath. And I don't know why, but yeah, that's the reason. Having issues with my Amazon, so check your PayPal. What's wrong with your Amazon? That's not good. We should probably get that fixed. Like somebody didn't like steal your ID or anything, did they? Because that would be bad. We don't want anybody stealing your ID. But I do need to give a shout out to Hank real quick. Hank, I'm so sorry that I'm just now seeing this, but Hank donated to the channel. Thank you, Hank. I appreciate your support. You're freaking awesome. You're freaking awesome. I'm actually gonna put Hank's in real quick because I don't want to forget it. Hank, I appreciate your constant support. You're an amazing human. Hank also rocks the Deuce merch, so appreciate it. Not the 6 mil points are from the amalgam. Yeah, I mean, okay, one, there's no amalgam that big, right? But still, you know what I mean. And no problem, Grackle. Like, if you want to get more specific, we can. But again, like I've watched people win these running Burrell, Mayflower, Saladin, right? But they are also running like top tier Armada crews, and they were running the bonus exocomps. It just depends. And, you know, level 35 players, if you've got G3 epics, you can probably do the early ones pretty easy. The 40 one's a little bit more of a jump, but love you, sir, and thank you for the information station. Yeah, Dad Bod, when you can start streaming regularly again, loser. You're gonna start streaming regularly again, loser. All right, here we go. Bajoran badges, Syndicate XP. This is one of the most important Bajoran favors to get, by the way. This extra daily helps out so much. Helps out so much. If y'all haven't already, pick up that extra Bajoran favor. That one is called, you can get it very early on, and it is called, not Prophet's Tribute, Prophet's Gift. Very, very, very good. And you get it early on. You get like the first reputation unlock for the Bajoran store. Definitely get Prophet's Gift if you haven't already. That extra 500 Syndicate XP a day and then extra shards. It might not seem like a lot, but it adds up, right? That's an extra, what? 180,000? Yeah, 180,000 ish Syndicate XP a year. We got some good crews, Cisco, Bashir, Miles, Changing Cure, Riker. Yeah, you definitely got to go. So Grackle, I actually have multiple videos about fighting solo armadas. And the big key is mitigation and critical builds. Those are the two real keys when it comes to winning solo armadas. And you've got some of the crews. I mean, Cisco, Miles, Lorca is one of my crews. 5-6 Khan is my main crew. And then secondary, I usually run Beverly, Jordy is captain because I'm trying to do loot with Bashir. But it depends on which armadas I'm fighting. And I'll change up that third ship. Sometimes I make the third ship pure support, and I go pure just piercing, mitigation, and critical in the first two. It varies based on what I'm fighting. Like I'll adjust slightly when I'm fighting the Borg versus when I'm fighting Dominions. Because Dominions are honestly harder than the Borg are. You think camping at 25 is worth it at all, or power through 28? I do, simply because you want to catch up on ships and officers. Like, there's not really a reason to stay there because of loot, but you do want to catch up on ships and officers because it can feel really overwhelming to be 28, but you don't have the Vidar, the Meridian. You haven't really done your Disco, the Devore, and you don't want to fall too far behind. So, Sean, you go be an amazing parent. Thanks for being here. If I complete the Dr. Taylor spy mission before I reach 35, is the Bajoran still open? No, the faction store is limited to 35 plus. What's a lot, Victor? What's a lot? It's just me has the Titan flopped hard on my server. In the odds 51 to 54 SOB, only 10 people have scored. The Titan doesn't... Alright, so flop is a weird way to say it for me because the Titan is a good ship. Like, the bonus is solid. And it's got a very easy daily, especially if you save up for a couple days. So I have no problem with the Titan itself. The Titan just doesn't incentivize you to really buy it today, which sucks for Star Trek Fleet Command. But it's a good boat. It's a good support ship. It just doesn't really have a big incentive to buy it right now. And that's where they fell short for them. If you're a player, though, yeah, definitely get the Titan 8. I have it. It's beautiful. It works great. It's basically a better version of the Cerritos when you've invested some into it. Mine's not better than the Cerritos now, but eventually it'll be arguably better than the Cerritos. It's not something that really gets people to spend money right now. And that's the drawback to the Titan A. But as a boat, it's a good boat. For what it's supposed to do, it does its job well. Do you think the Augment Factory Star Atlas Part 1 worth a 20K investment? Or invest in officers? Invest in officers. Invest in officers for sure. You usually max new ships. Exactly, Draco. And again, I'm not saying that you shouldn't get it. I definitely encourage everybody to pick it up. I just don't think it's I don't think its short-term value outweighs the fact that it already has immediate short-term or long-term sourcing. Personally. So I know many of y'all are going to say, hey, I don't want to spend my Borg credits, but I would, if I was level 38, whatever level it is, 38, I would start pulling my daily pull for the Titan A. And I would get it free in 100 days. Is triple faction possible? I'm triple faction locked right now. Respected with Fed, commended with Klingon, glorified with Rom. I'm already triple faction. Already. Yeah, Titan is only a flop from the perspective of unrealistic expectations of STFC players. I do wish it was more of a combat ship. I don't want it to be Defiant level good or Talios level good, but I do wish it didn't absolutely suck in combat. I think the only people that really fall short on is scope. Event Store got me the last need for the Newton. Expensive beast it is. Does the Titan A have a pull? The Titan A has a pull where you can unlock it for free in the Borg faction. Now, I've already got a Titan, so I can't see it. But it's in the Borg faction store. You're not impressed with the buffs? The buffs are good. They're not amazing, but they're good. Again, it's what you have to compare it to. So if you've invested heavily in your Cerritos, which I have, Cerritos is way better. Defiant. You see my solo Defiant stuff, I keep maxed out. As soon as I can do more solo Defiant, I do it. But let's just go over them. Titan's Fist is boosting damage. Good. You know, Clash, that's your damage versus armadas. I mean, you'll take all of this. Your Titan Force, us hostiles. This one is capture node, and this one is players. This one is just pure damage on max fortified, and this is increases damage when simultaneously buffed by Cerritos and fortified, which is if you're using both of them together. Then you got the Titan Repeater, which is shots per weapon when affected by venomous puncture. And then Titan here, which is restore shield health, which does work. The Cerritos one does not. Shield recycling still doesn't work. Titan Patch works. Titan Spear, critical hit damage. You got Fortune, which is critical hit chance. Trigger, shots per round. And then Titan's Wave, which is a weapons fire delay venomous puncture, and max fortified. So it's a little bit more specific in how you use the Titan, but the buffs are good buffs. But it's very specific in what you're going after. They're meant to be used in conjunction, which I guess is part of the problem. For Dominion Solar Models, which ship gets Cerritos buff and which gets the Defiant buff? My strongest ship gets my Cerritos buff. And then the second ship gets my Defiant buff. Generally, though, I'll try to time it to where I can fit in 2 of each buff. But that would require you having leveled your Cerritos a bit. And your Defiant. But I try to do both. My Cerritos is currently tier 6. And I could upgrade it more, but I haven't just because, yay, cost. I can actually probably take it to tier 7. But tier 6, I can already cover. Oh, there we go. There we go. There's the uncommons. But at tier 6, I can already do 2 Cerritos boosts and it lasts for multiple armadas. So, actually, let me make sure I did my dailies. Is the tier 12 Cerritos event locked like the T5 one? It is. To max the Cerritos, you gotta be 50 plus anyway. So you're not maxing a Cerritos at level 40. Warp range is great on the Cerritos. Warp range can also be great on the Titan. You just have to actually go through the process. Also, shout out to Miss Lisa. Just got the PayPal notification. Thank you, Miss Lisa, for helping me and the family. Greatly appreciate it. Me and the kids appreciate you. Have updated it there on the stream as we work on paying this month's bills. Thank you so much for your very generous donation. The ion particles, are all 3 unlockable or do you have to pay for one? Only 2 are available free to play. Only 2 can be gotten completely free to play. The third one you have to purchase. Is it worth it? I would say no. But you asked a question, and there's the correct answer. I'm just go ahead and do this. I'll finish that daily with this, and then swap it back. And that'll finish these. We need a Crucible 4 update. That is actually being worked on, Victor. 3 sides on deck. No one-shots. Going for a 4th. Yikes. That's a lot of Saladins. Be useful for scrapping for your pylum later. Useful for scrapping for pylums later. Yeah, Victor, same. Tiberius, I can't answer that. I'm not allowed to answer that. I actually found that out earlier this week. I'm not allowed to answer it yet. Beautiful thing called an NDA. What do you mean, no, sir, Eldon? You're definitely going to be scrapping Saladins. Definitely be scrapping Saladins. Is Mining Monday being worked on? Not that I'm aware of, no. Mining Monday just got an update last year. So it's like the wall? What do you mean, Eldon? How far do I have to finish this Explorer event? Oh my goodness. Oh, I've already done it. Well, dang. This whole time I was sitting here grinding. I thought I still had more to do. Recall. If you didn't know, I would have been curious on your guess, but since you do know, of course, you can't say. Yeah. Yeah. If you would have asked, you know, on like last Wednesday's stream, I would have given my opinion. But now I can't say anything. Skip. All right, so do I have enough time? I might have enough time to pull these last 2 if I think about it. And finish this out. Miss military supremacy? Why do you miss military supremacy? I'm on my way to level 27. I have 100,000 coins left. I would need 50,000 more coins to get the next round of Adar parts. Question is there going to be enough to collect 50 more points? Very unlikely. But I would encourage you to maybe dump that more into Syndicate or XP, like Trade XP or something, than Vidar. Like the Vidar has a, I mean, I realize that's going to take time, but Vidar has your path you can go through every day. Finally a Hydra BP. I've been trying to grind for this one forever. Jeez. Like as soon as I decided to start grinding for specific ship BPs. They're not falling. It is the most frustrating thing. I'm at 39 out of 150. I'm a long way away. Am I doing another video with the second event answers? I wasn't planning on it, Ryan, because I'm streaming right now. Then I need to work on the card game. For those that don't know, I'm designing my own trading card game. If y'all are a huge nerd, check out the trading card game. I can tell you more if you're interested. And then I got to stream tonight. So I've got a pretty full work day ahead of me. Once you get glorified and rep, at what level does the away team store start showing rare 4-star ships? 60% towards the way. You need to be 60% towards glorified to see, and then also be, you know, at least level 44, but 60% of the way towards the rep. Stella's 1 mil strength, M scores 36, never have any problems with Eclipse Armadas. Focus on the research that helps all the gameplay. Yeah, the only reason that you want to naturally progress through that, though, is you will get stuck on research if you don't do some of the Stella research. So, like, my M score is only 86 now, but I've also made it to the end almost. I've still got to do getaway pilots. But then I can start doing G4 Impulse. But you do need to do some of Stella so you can then get to your ore research. And then you got to do Armada ones and Merciless Outlaw. So, and now my hang up are these research credits. But I'm working through it. Working through it. That crit research? Yeah, I know. There's a lot of things that need to get boosted up over here, but I'm working on. Look, if y'all remember looking at this a year ago, I am way better than I was a year ago in here. But it's still not great, right? I got a long way to go to fix all this. But compared to where I was a year ago, I've made pretty drastic improvements. I know the things I need to do today. I'll pop it on your stream tonight. Oh, if you're doing well, more than welcome to join us on Twitch tonight, Miss Lisa. Tonight we'll do Star Trek Fleet Command starting at 7 o'clock. I haven't decided if we'll do before or after, but I probably will play Diablo as well tonight. We'll see. You know why some missions create pip numbers on the GUI and some do not? I do not know that answer. I'm sorry. On the automated defenses, could a max G3 miner with that active stamp to a tier 6 Talios? It could, Kevin. It could. And thank you, Victor. I appreciate you being proud of me. Dude, any update coming to active and buff ships spawning more balance so all three are in a territory at the same time? Nope, not that I'm aware of. No update coming that I am personally aware of. Let's see, group. Where are you? There you are. All right, we got to bring him back first. A, B, C, D, E. Oh, you're right there? That's a weird spot for you to be on. Okay. In your opinion, what is the best all-around that benefits all players? What do you mean, Robert? Best all-around what? Nice, Lost. Nice. You're on pace to hit that 450 to 500 mark we were talking about. Though I wasn't counting leaderboards in that. Some free-to-play are going to get close to 600,000, but it's going to, be because of LBs. When you swap fleet commander, the ships need to be in dock for the buff stake effect. Depends on what buff. Generally, though, we just go ahead and say yes. Generally, best answer is just to go ahead and say yes. What things I'm upgrading? Treasury. Does it matter if I speed up the treasury? I don't even remember what the treasury does as a passive. I'll just go ahead and do it. So I can start my next building upgrade. What's the treasury? Mining speed protected cargo. Okay. Thank you for dropping the links, Hugo. Best all-around ship. There's no such thing, Robert. There's no such thing. And there we go. Going up another level on our mess hall. One of the most overpowered buildings in the game right now. And I guess we should enjoy it? Question mark. But it's ridiculously strong. Much more than it probably should be. Are you buying Borg solo directives daily or back to saving for the core and art? Well, I mean, the two don't have anything to do with each other. Best all-around ships definitely the pylon? Well, not really. You don't use the pylon forever, and one, it takes, 1 or 2 years to even get to the pylon. But even now, the pylon is no longer, like 2 years ago, I would say the pylon at 46 was far and away the best. I wouldn't even say it now. The core and art can definitely go toe-to-toe with the pylon in PvP. The Newton has the strongest battleship or strongest strike team crew now. I mean, the Pilum's still great, and I love having my Pilum, and it still has an amazing firing pattern, but it's not heading away just like so much of a superior ship. Still a great ship, and I love it. I wouldn't trade it for anything, but is it like just far and away the best ship in the world? No. Yeah, I mean, Bear's probably right. I'd say the Vidar probably better at saying just all around long lasting good that Metallius, but I mean, both fine. What's currently the best way to source faction credits? The Borg store. That and doing your dailies. Well, correction. Mathematically, not only is the Borg store at the top, but also messages. So killing scouts. If you actually take the time to go hunt the scouts, this will actually give you a significant increase every day, depending on your rep, obviously. But this is a big one that most people don't do every day. That's a big one. So if you had to pick a singular thing to add to get more faction credits, most people don't do scouts as they could. If you do, you're getting a pretty nice little boost there, depending on your rep. Now, in the upper 50s, it's not really that good. Like, as you get into the high reps, it doesn't give you really as much as it should. As a low-level player, you don't really see it as super useful, like in the low 30s. But mid-high 30s and throughout the 40s, it's definitely a very valuable addition to your, faction credit turn-ins. Scouts are paying for the Burrell you're collecting for? Hell yeah, Jim. We love to hear that. Anything that a player can do to make their life quicker, easier, and more efficient, I love to hear it. So, let's need to check a couple of things. Let's see, away teams. I think I have enough to do some away teams research. I can max out my Klingon shields. Haven't done the haulers. Advantage Explorer. Battleship piercing, Explorer piercing. All those need to get done. Romulan demolition. We actually do Federation more often than not. What's this one? It's just the Avatar. Let's just do this. I hate spinning it, but officer stats I'm focusing on, so. Let's have to go do more away teams. Let's farm rep and scout systems, making in the message for the faction I was grinding for worth the effort, but I don't go farm them just for the scouts. Yeah, so that would be the thing. Like, if you're trying to dual faction grind, are you grinding 2 sets of scouts every day? Because that will add playtime. And I know a lot of y'all are very picky about how much you want to actually spend in-game doing things that are required versus maybe just focusing on things that are fun. So, you grind 3 sets of scouts. See, Sean's he's what we would call a Rev donut or a Deuce's donut, which means he's a hardcore player. Goes ridiculously crazy in the paint. And we love those players, but I also have to stay cognizant that that's not the normal player. Like, that, most people aren't going to do that. But that is great. People who do that are hardcore, and we respect the hell out of them. Respect the hell out of them. Usually you can get 3 scouts per hole while grinding 38, 39s. Oh, I can usually get more than that. What crew are you running? Yeah, Pokey, that's another shirt that still hasn't gotten made. Oh, man. I'll grind the ROM scouts as I'm familiar with their loot, but the fed ones. So, Ian, if y'all don't know this, if you're not in my Discord, and we keep talking about our Discord. If you're not in the Discord, we do have the scout locations and everything posted there. And I even did a video about where the scouts are. So, if y'all haven't already, check out those videos to know where the scouts are in deep space and regular space, and get those graphics too. Whatever you need to make your game more efficient and better, get those things, because I definitely want y'all to enjoy your gameplay. So anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up because we are almost 2 hours in, and we usually only go about an hour and a half here on our YouTube stream. So we're going to wrap up, but if you want more streaming, we'll be streaming later tonight on Twitch, so feel free to give us a follow there. And we will also be available in Discord or Facebook, either one, if you want to chat, need some help. When's that pirate D7 shirt coming? Well, I don't have a D7. I got a pirate Vorcha, Brett. Anyway, I need to work on a lot of things, so I'm going to roll out. But I appreciate every one of y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Y'all are amazing. Live long and prosper. Stay safe for the Space Cowboys. Deuces, that's me. If you do want to help out the channel on your way out, make sure you hit that like button. Every little bit helps, including smashing the like button. That actually does do a lot, and leaving comments and all that other fun stuff. If you want to support the channel, hit the donate links, or as you've heard some people talking about, we already got a lot of people here with the merch, but check out the merch. Link is in the description of the video. Y'all are all wonderful. See ya tonight. I'm out.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your house.